an unexpected stop had to be made because we forgot to. Ooh, songs almost started playing, but we forgot to gas up yesterday because we got too lazy. We were kind of getting home a little bit on the later side, and Jasmine has to wake up super early for work, like around like 5 a.m. So she was already running a little bit late to go to sleep. So we kind of hurried up right after the concert yesterday. But the concert was awesome, man. The concert was awesome. I was already kind of familiar with DJ, but I never listened to a lot of his music until yesterday because the only song that I really listened to was End of Beginning, but I've heard of other songs that he's also played because Jasmine's a really big fan, and so I've heard some of his other music, but I can only kind of recognize it a little bit. But man, it was so good yesterday. We had so much fun. It was a sold out show, so it was a packed audience for sure. The venue did us real dirty. I'm not gonna lie because the seating arrangements. No, luckily we got really lucky with the seatings because we got the outside. So then we sat literally on the outside, so we didn't have to really pass through people to come outside or to kind of go into our aisle. So thankfully we got the balcony. So Jasmine was able to find us some really good tickets by accident too because she wasn't expecting them to be that good. But yeah, we got to sit down most of the show, which was really nice. We stood up a little bit towards the end, a little bit towards the end, but it was super nice. And it's always nice to go to Fox Theater. It's always so pretty in there. If you guys want to take a look at some of the clips, I have them on my last video that I just posted from yesterday. I posted a few clips of what we ended up wearing to the event and also a little bit of the concert. I think I posted a video of DJ singing. I couldn't really post it with audio because I would get copyrighted. So it's just just to play it safe. We just decided to. I just decided to take off the what's it called, the audio, just to make sure. Just because it's a short clip either way. But we had to stop by and get some gas earlier, right before we got the gym, right before we're getting to the gym. So the beta alanine is already kind of kicking in. I already feel a little bit of that tingly sensation a little bit early on. I forgot to take into account that we're gonna stop by and get gas. And I also had to find some gas stations around too, kind of on the way, so that way it's not too out of the way. But tell me why the gas prices are hella tripping nowadays. Like, can you believe that the lowest, I think it was 87, is $5? Like, that's kind of insane. I I remember back when I was used to go in person to work and everything. The high price for Chevron, which is known for to be an expensive brand of gasoline, it the highest was like 330, and I thought it was so expensive. I was like, man, this is such an expensive gas. But now imagine this, we're at five, and so that's pretty crazy in itself. I think anything above $3 is in the same price to pay for gas, to be honest. But we also got these sick ass tank tops from Ecovision. Man, I've been kind of wanting some new tank tops because I was kind of getting. I didn't really like the ones that I used to get. I used to kind of just get them from like the flea market. I think you would just get them like in a pack, and they would just be those regular like type of tank tops like this, kind of like those the people call them wife beaters, right? Even though I don't know about that name, um, but I usually get them for like the flea market, and it would be like $10 for a pack of like three or something like that. And so they were all right, but like they were just not made out of the best material. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to get some better tank tops for kind of like an everyday thing, something to wear under shirts or whatever, or maybe something that I can wear to the gym that's super comfortable. And I ended up seeing these Ecovision ones on Amazon. I got them for next day delivery, and look at this. Man, these things are crazy nice. I am super happy with them. I can't wait to just keep rocking them, honestly. I can't wait to see the pump check with these bad boys on later today. Man, I already posted kind of a little bit of a try on haul on my YouTube shorts. so folks can kind of take a look at them and kind of get an idea as to what size to also get. I got a size XL. Let me tell you, I'm a size small to medium. I would say maybe on the medium to, I'm pretty much in the middle, I think, between the small and the medium. But man, you have to get an XL in these because they are hella tight. Like the compression is crazy, but the quality is awesome. So I will give them that. It's just that, man, they are hella tight. So if you're a small to medium, I'm 5'7", maybe 5'7.5", typically, I would get an XL. If you're kind of around my same kind of like structure, I think that would fit you pretty well. True to size on that XL. I mean, even though it's the name is not true to size or whatever, but an XL would fit you just right. If I were to get a small, there's no way I would get in there. It's like a toddler shirt almost because of how tight it is. So that's just I mean, it's a good thing because it also feels really good, and I kind of like the compression of it because it's nice. But the only thing, the drawback that I would give to these tank tops, although I give them a 9 out of 10, is that they're kind of long, which kind of sucks. I think because I got an XL, it's a little bit on the longer side, but I feel like if I were to get a medium, it would have been just way too tight. So I think the XL was the right move. I just wish they had options for short and tall. I think that'd be awesome. Just because a lot of the times us short kinks get don't get thought of, and then we end up wearing some like shirts and they're too long, which kind of sucks. So if they end up coming out with some shorter ones, I would be more than happy to also purchase those and try them out to show you guys. So hopefully maybe someone from Ecovision watches this video and then they're like, you know what, I think that's a good idea, let's do that. This time around, we're going to be taking that new route that we've kind of been taking this whole time because we learned our lesson from last time when we tried to go and see if the traffic was gone, and hell no, it wasn't. We had to like endure the little bit of that traffic. I think I ended up even cutting my car talk a little bit short just because I had to maneuver around a little bit. So this time around, we're not gonna make the mistake, and we're just gonna go around with a new route that we've been taking. Hopefully there's not traffic on that one. Crossing my fingers. Today we are going to be destroying some chest. Today's gonna be a little bit of a modified day. So we're going to be doing chest, but we're also going to be doing arm day. So we don't typically do arms, or like when we do, like, let's say for example triceps and biceps, we split them into two groups. We don't work them both out at the same day. But because my biceps were super sore yesterday still, I was like, you know what, it needs to give it an extra day so that way it can recover. Because let's say I tried to go to failure on a bunch and try to just like load it up yesterday, the likelihood of me getting hurt was too high, and I am not risking that. And then you're also like, your muscle's not recovering, so if you're like putting it through more stress and stuff like that, you know, it's, I don't know if that's the positive. So if you're feeling super sore, I wouldn't hit that muscle group. So today's gonna be a little bit of a modified day. We're gonna do chest day, we're gonna do biceps, and we're gonna do triceps, and we're gonna finish off with some hamstring work. Now for hamstrings, we are not, or maybe we'll do RDLs actually. We'll see. We shall see. I'm thinking for sure we're gonna be doing the seated curls, so those are gonna be nice. And then I'm thinking maybe we'll just do the RDLs that are kind of like a what is it? A cable stack. That's a little bit on the corner of the gym. Maybe we'll do that. That's what I'm thinking. We shall see. But hopefully we also get an empty gym because it is 3 p.m. It's a Friday. Typically it is not that full at the gym around this time and around this day or this late into the week. So I am staying hopeful that we get an empty gym set. That way we can kind of power through. So we're going to also a little bit earlier. We're going around, maybe we'll get there around 3 because it's around 2:40 right now. So by the time we park and we walk over there, it's most likely going to be 3. So that's about the time we're gonna get there. Hopefully we get access to a cable stack so we can do some of those incline presses. Man, that would be fire. Those have been feeling so good. But tomorrow we are going to be taking a rest day. So we're not going to be working on our back and our shoulders like we typically do on Saturdays, because tomorrow is my tattoo session, man. Finally, we are filling in some gaps from my calf area on the side on my right leg. And then we're gonna be working on some numbers there that I got a tattoo before from a friend. It's a 1975 tattoo. It's not bad, but I know my homie Lucio can just like bring it back to life like super crazy and just make it look solid. So we're gonna be taking you guys along with me tomorrow, so that way I can show you guys the shop, show you guys a little bit around Turlock, so that way you guys can kind of get familiarized with the area. And hey, maybe you guys like Lucio's work, and if you guys want to check him out, I can always link them. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I also have a video already where I got one of my calf tattoos, and I posted it a while back. It was kind of like towards my first videos, and it was where I was kind of introducing myself a little bit, and I was showing you guys my calf tattoo and my appointment. So this time around we're gonna go back, but hopefully it's gonna look a little bit better now that we're gonna bring the camera. We got a way better understanding of the sound settings and everything. So pretty excited about that. So you guys are most likely gonna be getting that video on Monday. You guys are gonna be getting it on Monday, and then on Monday's workout, you guys are gonna be getting it on Tuesday, and that's how we typically do it. Just because we take our rest days on Sundays, and I usually don't post anything on Sundays, so that's usually how it works. But it doesn't seem like there's that much traffic, which is good. It's because a lot of folks right now are either getting back to work from lunch, or they're working. Either one of those. But let's go ahead and see what we end up doing. I'm hoping that we end up doing some Smith machine. That's what I'm hoping we're gonna do today. Some Smith machine incline chest press, and then move on to some cables and just stay there for the entire time until we get to hamstrings. That's what I'm hoping happens. If not, obviously we'll maneuver around. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Let's see what we end up getting. Okay, we're gonna do two quick warm-ups, and then we're gonna do our top set. I'm thinking we're gonna end up doing 45 minutes for top set, for maybe hopefully 5 to 6. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to use the reps, and I'm also use the purple belt, which gives me a little bit more abdominal pressure, which just stabilizes me a little bit more. So that's what we're gonna do for our top set. But let's warm up first, get some blood flowing, and then start our first set. Let's get ready for this top set. So we're gonna do 25 and 45 on each side. We're gonna try to hit this for at least a solid 5 to 6. I think the last chest that we try to go for it, and we only hit, I think, 3 or 4. I'll have to look back at it, but not enough. So I'm gonna try to go for it again today. I think I'm gonna fix the bench just a tiny bit because it feels a little lopsided, and then I'm gonna get started. Let's see if we can fix this. Look at it from the other side. Yeah, it seems. There we go. Okay. What I sometimes like to do is, because I kind of push myself back a little bit when I'm pushing this through, I sometimes throw in a 835 or like a 25 behind the bench, just to make sure that the bench doesn't move while I'm doing the weight. Because sometimes when I'm like super pushing, I'm like digging my feet in here, and I'm pushing back and I'm trying to get through it. What sometimes can happen is I can push the bench back, and it kind of gets me all over the place. So just to avoid that, I sometimes just throw in a weight behind me, just so I can be as stable as possible. I don't want this bench moving while we're working out. So let's do this. It's gonna take me a little bit though to put on these sleeves, because I don't have someone else here with me. So bear with me, or either that, I either keep those clips, or what I'll do is I'll just skip over to when we start right away. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Let's see how many you can get. Okay. Okay. We got four, which is not so bad. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rewrite this. This drop set. Everything in place. Okay. Let's hit it for maybe three more. Two to three more. We'll see. Okay. That was good. I think we're gonna drop down to 20 for our second set, and then just try to get at least a solid 6-2, 6-8. We'll see how many we can get. I'm gonna go drink some water though, cause I'm hella thirsty and it's hella hot. All right, let's do our second set. We ended up moving down from 45 to 15, and let's try to get a solid 7 to 8. 7 to 8. Oh no, not 17. Sorry. No wait, 15. Am I tripping? Yeah, 15. So we're gonna do 15. Let's try to get as many as we can with this and see how it goes. Hopefully, hopefully we get at least a solid 7 to 8. I hope. I hope. But man, I swear, bench be hella hard. If you guys have any recommendations on how to get my chest strength up, let me know. I'd greatly appreciate it. Even though I feel like I've gotten enough strength so far, but I don't know if it's just not fast enough. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna keep trying. Oh man, we're gonna pause that. We are gonna pause that. I also forgot to put my AirPod on, man. I need to stop forgetting. But we're gonna pause it, hit it for maybe 2 to 3 more, hopefully, and keep it out the same way. I think for the last one too, we're gonna keep it out the same way because that's pretty good. Man, I feel like if I were to do 20, it would have been hella hard to get 6, and I got a solid 6 with this last one, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's pause it real quick for 5 more seconds, and then let's do it. All right. That's enough resting. One more. Come on. Okay. That was good. Let's let's take a 2 minute break, and then let's do this. Let's do this last one. Man, today's a pretty good day, man. Yeah, it wasn't busy at work, which was nice because this past week it's been just so hectic at work, which kind of sucks. I've been kind of just not in the zone, unfortunately. So hopefully this upcoming week we get better in the zone. Tomorrow we have that tattoo appointment, so maybe it'll push us right back. The pain from the tattoo will knock some sense into us, and maybe we get more motivated. We'll see. We shall see. But it's also really nice, man. It's not super busy at the gym. It's like perfect. Luckily, I mean, it's been semi busy, but thankfully it hasn't been too crazy, which is nice because I don't know. Usually when it's super busy at the gym, it's a lot harder to kind of really try to get a routine down sometimes. Okay, let's do this next one. We're gonna use these bad boys, and we're gonna use the belt. We're gonna get at least a solid 6 to 7. But if we end up getting a little bit less than we anticipated, then I think we're gonna end up maybe pause setting that bad boy and hitting it for maybe 2 to 3 more, or we just drop down and drop set it. We'll see. We'll see what feels good. Some people might ask, what's the difference? The hell do I know? I just kind of do both. And that's why I do both, because, what if one doesn't work? Then that's why I'm doing the other. Easy. All right, put some low in. I think that'll be good. Okay, we're drop setting that because I only got 5. I really wanted to get 7, but drop setting it works just as well. I think we're gonna hit maybe 2, maybe 3. Okay, that wasn't bad. I think we're gonna move to the next one. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do our second exercise. What we're gonna do is I think 2 sets of some of these incline dumbbell chest presses. I think that should be pretty good. I don't want to set up a chest press or anything. I think this should be just as fine as long as we can maybe go a little bit lighter and we just kind of get like a deeper stretch is what I'm thinking I'll do. So maybe instead of doing the regular 80s that we usually do, maybe I'll do maybe 65 and then try to control it as much as I can, try to get a really, really good stretch. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. Let's move down just a tiny bit. Man, that last one, that last rep fucked us up. Okay, bye. That felt pretty good. I'm gonna take maybe like a 2-3 minute break, and then I'm gonna hit it for 60 for maybe. I'm hoping maybe at least a 7 to 8 straight. That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see. Man, man, the weather because it's so hot outside. I feel like it's draining my energy so much faster than when it was winter. For some reason, I feel like I feel way more tired. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to drink a little bit more water. That's probably the issue too. Instead of drinking the regular, maybe half gallon that I usually drink, maybe just a tiny bit more. I should probably be drinking like a gallon. Mostly now that we're getting deep into the summer at some point, and it's gonna get hella hot. But I think uh, I think 60 should be good. Man, that 65 felt hella heavy, and I want to go. I want to get a solid 7 to 8. Let's do it. Let's do let's do 65, but with the wrist wraps. I think I'll be good. Let's grab them. Okay. We we didn't get what we anticipated, but what we are gonna do once I catch my breath is I'm gonna drop down to 60 and then maybe hit it for two, so maybe three more. I'll see. Oh my god. I need to catch my breath. I think I need to control my breathing a little bit better so that way when I end up finishing my sets, I'm not completely tanked. All right, let's do it. No worries, bro. Thank you. I can come get you. I'll be on it for like 5 minutes. Okay. Cool. That was good. Let's. All right, let's catch our breath and let's move on to the next exercise. Let me see. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna do our last exercise, which is gonna be these dips. We typically do some type of pec deck, or we sometimes do I don't know, some type of fly. But this time around, because I'm a little bit lazy, and these will feel just as good as long as I keep them pretty controlled and I get a really really good stretch. I think I should be able to do pretty good damage with this. So I'm gonna try to hit it from anywhere from 6 to 10 because these, if you save them for the end of your workout, feel hella tiring and they feel hella hard for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why, but they hurt. So let's do it. Let me just make sure it's on me. Perfect. All right, let's do it. And so for any type of wrist pain, sometimes what I like to do is just kind of include these little bad boys here, and they work their magic because I feel no type of wrist pain when I'm doing these. Mostly when I'm going really really deep. That's when I start to feel a little bit of pain on my wrists, and these just kind of help avoid that. For most of my exercise, honestly, it's actually pretty nice. So if you're not using these, I recommend using them. Yeah. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna use the belt. I don't know why I tightened it up. I'm not using the belt, so I just oh, for anyone that can do like more than their own body weight plus more, man. I don't know how the hell you guys do it. You guys are strong as hell because these feel hella heavy, and I feel like I don't even weigh that much. Oh my god! But let's take another 10-15 second break. No, 5-10 second break. And let's hit it for maybe 2 to 3 more. I don't think I'll put the wrist wraps on just because it's gonna take too long in between that pause. All right, let's do it. Nice. Okay, that was awesome. I think we're gonna take maybe like a 2-3 minute break, and we're gonna hit this bad. We're gonna hit this one for maybe one more set of maybe 6, 7. I think I'll be fine. Man, today's chest day is gonna be killer because I feel like I'm gonna be super sore already by tomorrow. I can already feel it. My chest is pretty tanked already. Let me go drink some water. We're gonna do this last one now. We're gonna do this one for hopefully 6 to 8. We're gonna use these again, and then we're gonna go use the bathroom, man. Before I think we move on to triceps and biceps. It's going by pretty fast, honestly. It doesn't feel too bad, but it also feels like a weekend. It's been feeling like a weekend since yesterday. Maybe it's because I'm already hella tired from work, honestly, and my body just wants to get done with the week already. Thankfully, today's our last day of working out until we. I don't think we're gonna take a pause on Monday. What we're gonna end up doing actually is instead of doing quads or leg day, what we're gonna end up doing is um, what is it called? Just just biceps and forearms. I think should be good. So that's probably what we're gonna end up doing on Monday, just so we don't take a rest day. I don't think it's necessary. We're gonna take a pause, and we're gonna hit it for 2 more without these. I'm already so tired. Let's see. All right, let's hit it for the last two, and then let's get to the bathroom. Nice. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. There it goes. Let's start off our tricep exercises now, man. It's a really nice day today, honestly. It's it's so cool, it's so chill. I feel like the day's been going by a lot slower than usual. I feel like my days are usually going by pretty fast, but today's been it's been riding pretty slow, which is nice. Which is nice. So we're gonna end up doing some push downs. Something we're gonna end up doing 3 sets of these, and then we're gonna move over to some single arm, maybe just some stay in the same place, just push down, do each hand. I'm thinking we're gonna start off with our left, and then match whatever we do on our left to our right. And then after that, I stick to the same thing. Do some overhead, or maybe the same attachment. That's most likely what we're gonna end up doing. I'm probably gonna regret this, but we're not gonna do a warm up. So let's just go straight into it. There it goes. All right. I think we can do show 120. Let's see. Let's see. Not bad. Let's hit it for maybe 3, 4 more. Okay, that was good. Let's do one more. Just like that. I think on this next one we'll do 100, and I think that should be pretty good. Maybe 105. Actually, I think 105 should be good. I'll grab one of the weights from the squat rack right next to us. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna end up putting this bad boy here to this, so that way I can just add some 5 pounds. You can do this mostly with majority of the waist stacks. Honestly, you can just grab whatever weight as long as it has a little hole here, and just add it there, and just do that. So we're gonna do 105. I think that should be good. What is this? 100. All right. So I'm gonna take maybe like another minute to 2 minute break. Get a little bit more energy back. I'm also a lot more bloated. I think it wasn't a good idea for me to eat those. I ate like 6 chocolate rice cakes before I came over here as a pre-workout, and let me just tell you, I am regretting it because I'm hella bloated, bro. Sucks. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that was good. I'm gonna pause it, and I'm gonna hit it for maybe 2 more. I'm gonna take a quick 5 seconds. All right, let's do it for 2 more. Nice. Okay, that was good. I'm gonna drink some water real quick, and then I think I'm gonna go switch to another cable stack so we can get a little bit better lighting. All right. Let's finish this last set. So we ended up moving to this side just because it gets we get a little bit better lighting. With the other one over there, it's just I think it's too dark, and I kind of wanted something to shine a little bit more light on me for these few sets. I think we're gonna end up sticking here for the entire time, honestly, just because we have everything we need here. We're gonna end up doing the push downs here our last set. We're gonna do some single arm crossbody work, and then we're gonna do some overhead extensions here. So let's go ahead and go hard. We're moving down. No. Ah. Ah. Oh my god. I'm glad that you did not forget about that. Okay, that felt pretty good. I think uh I think we're done with those for now. Let's take this attachment off, and what we end up doing is actually we usually just take it off. And you can honestly just grab it here from the ball head. Let me show you. So let's say for example I want to do these cross bodies, right? You don't really need an attachment for it because all you can do is just kind of grab from here. You know, is I'm gonna go through my arm here. You get a lot of tension on your tricep doing it this way, as opposed to, let's say, grabbing it from the bottom here. It can start slipping once you start getting sweaty towards the end of your set. So to avoid that, grab it from right there. But we're already pretty tired, so we're gonna do 15 for this one. Nice and slow. Anywhere from 6 to 10 reps per forearm. We'll see. We're gonna start with our left though, because that's the one we want to catch up. Yeah. Okay. We got 6 on that hand. Let's get 6 on this. And then I'm thinking I think we're gonna end up moving down just a tiny bit on the next one. Let's just match it real quick. Ah. All right. I'm gonna take a quick rest for this next arm because oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to get the same reps, and I need to get at least 2 more on this end. So I'm gonna take another quick 5 seconds, 10 seconds, get a little bit more energy back, and hit it. All right, let's do it.
And there you go. See? All you need sometimes is like 5, 10 seconds. She can hit it for maybe 2 to 3 more if you need to. Ah, nice. Okay. So for the second set of these, what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking I'm gonna do just 13. I think that should be pretty good. Try to hit it from hopefully 10. So we're gonna try to get a few more reps on this one, just because we're gonna move down just a tiny bit. Man, I am actually oh my god, I thought I did hamstrings yesterday. We still gotta do hamstrings and we still gotta do biceps. So we got a ways to go today, unfortunately. But thankfully, it seems like we have a good amount of time on our hands today because it's Friday, so we don't have that much work, which is nice. And then next week, I don't really have to worry about too much work because we got a lot of things done this week, so we got pretty lucky, or I got pretty lucky because I did a bunch of work this week. Okay, let's do the second set. Start with our last. Uh, uh, okay, well. Okay, I think we got 7 or 8, so we're gonna match it. Usually, what I like to do also is I lean a little bit, and so it gives me a little bit more of a stretch as opposed to here. I don't know if it's just me, but I like doing that. Oh, nice. Okay, I think we ended up matching that. We either got one less or we matched it. So I think it's fine because the left side is what we really want to catch up. So let's go ahead and do some overhead now. I'm thinking for overhead, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do 2 sets of both arms, and then on the last one, what I'll do is I'll do single arm. We'll see if that works out. Worst case scenario, what I end up doing is just doing single arm if the first like rep doesn't feel good. Okay, so I'm gonna end up using these because these are awesome for this. It takes away any of my wrist pain during this exercise, which is what we want. We want to avoid any kind of pain and just focus purely on the workout. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So we're gonna end up doing 55, 55.5. We're gonna do, which is around the range that we typically do. Nothing too crazy. It is our second tricep day, so I'm not expecting to break any PRs or anything. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's do some more just like that. I think we're gonna. I think for the second one, I'm gonna stick to the same weight, and then I'm gonna end up moving down for the third one. But I think we're gonna do both arms at the same time because that felt hella good. I'm gonna go drink some water now, real quick. Let's see this. Save on. There it goes. Okay, let's do the second set. We're gonna stick to the same weight because I felt pretty good on the last one. And let's try to match the same reps. For sure, I think on the third one, I'm gonna move down a little bit because that still felt pretty heavy, even though I swear when I look back at the video, it looks a little bit easier, but I swear I'm like fucking dying. I'd be looking back sometimes at the vlog and I'm like, man, it looks like I'm doing it pretty easy. But I remember doing it, I'm like, I was huffing and puffing and dying and like rethinking my life choices while I was like mid set. So I don't know why it looks so easy in the on camera. All right, let's do it. Let's go hard. Okay, that was good. Let's go ahead and let's drop say just a tiny bit. I'm not gonna drop a ton of weight. I'm thinking I'm gonna drop maybe by 5. Not use the straps and just go straight into it. So let's take away the 5. I'm thinking we're gonna hit it for maybe 2 to 3 more. One more. Let's do our last one. I am thinking that for hamstrings, most likely we're gonna end up doing is some lane curls because the seated curls right now are taken. So unless they become open once we're done with this last set, so we'll see what becomes available. We'll make do with whatever. But we ended up dropping a little bit of weight. So we started off I think it was with. I think it was 57.5 or 59.5, and then we ended up moving down to 55, and now we're doing 50 because I get a little bit more volume and get a really nice control on the way down. Mm. Nice, finally. Okay, we are done. Oh my god, you know what's so funny? I completely forgot that we didn't do biceps yesterday. Oh my god. We still we still gotta do fucking biceps. So we're gonna be here for a while actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because we didn't do biceps yesterday. So I'm thinking I'm gonna end up just doing 7 sets. So this video is now super long. What I'll do is maybe just record the first set of each exercise. That way it's not too long already. So I'll show you guys the first one. So the first working set. And then we'll end up maybe cutting over to maybe RDLs or I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. But I'll show you guys the first clip once we figure it out. I think a good way to start this off is by doing some single arm. So I'm gonna start off with my left, then we'll then end up matching my right with my left, and then I'll show you guys the push. No, what do we do after? I'm not even doing fucking. What am I doing? I'm like losing my train of thought. We're doing biceps. We're gonna start off with our left, then we're gonna move on to right. Man, I think I'm way tired than I think I am because I'm like out of it. But let's start off with our left. For our first set, we're gonna stick to what is that? 25, 25. Okay, let's match on. All right. I hate how lighter it feels on my right. Like I wish my left and my right both felt the same. I wish they were both just as strong, but unfortunately my right hand is so much stronger. But we're gonna get better at that. Nice. Okay, that was good. Like I mentioned, I'm not gonna record the rest of these, but we're gonna end up doing 7 sets total, or maybe 8. I'm just gonna record the first set of each one. So the next clip you guys are gonna see is me doing maybe some type of curl with one of the attachments. We'll see which one we grab. Okay, let's do. Or let me show you guys the first set of these curls. So what am I gonna end up doing? I'm just doing it with this specific one right here. Hit it for 2 sets, and then I think on the last one we'll do is just maybe some future curls, maybe some single arm future curls. We'll do it big. I'm thinking the one we typically do, which is right next to us, and then show you guys at least the first set of that. All right, for the first one we're gonna do 50.5. See how many you can get with that. I'm gonna try to do like a drag curl type of style of like curl. Let's see how it looks. That was good. One more, but I don't think I'm gonna record that one. All right, last set for biceps, and then we move on to some hamstrings. Let's finish this up. I'm already pretty dead. We're gonna start with our left, and then match our right with our left, with how many, with as many we can get. So we'll see. We're gonna use the belt just to get a little bit more stabilized. Ooh. And for this one too, I'm gonna show you guys the first set only, and then I think I'm gonna do maybe two sets, but I'm just gonna show you guys the first one. I think what I'm gonna do is 5-5-5. Nice. Okay. Maybe do one more. But I'm not gonna record that one. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we did. We haven't done hamstrings yet. We're actually gonna go do it afterwards right now once we're done with these with this pose down. So we're gonna pose down for whatever time we need, and then I'm gonna go grab. Hopefully the seated curls aren't taken, but let's see what we're looking at today. Let's do it. Oh man. Let's do it this way. I need to see myself a little bit. Okay. Today was a really solid day, man. We went pretty crazy. Tomorrow we have our tattoo appointment, so I'm gonna be taking you guys with me, so you guys can take a look at what that process looks like. So I'm pretty excited for you guys to see that. You guys are gonna get to see the shop a little bit, get to take a little bit look around the city of Turlock. It's a pretty small town, so we're gonna be traveling out to Central Valley. So it's not like the prettiest place in the world, but it has its places. It has its places. I've been pretty happy with these tank tops that we ended up just buying from Ecovision. They've been pretty solid, so I've been pretty happy with them. I'm gonna end up maybe purchasing different colors. I think I'm gonna get a gray one, white ones, and just a bunch. We ended up getting a 3 pack for $40. A little bit on the more expensive side, but we we can manage. We can manage. And they're also pretty premium quality. I'm telling you, like these things are gonna last you like the longest time. So I'm pretty happy with the purchase. And I think we got like a coupon. We got like 10% off, so it's pretty nice. And it was the next day delivery too on Amazon, so it's even better. We didn't really have to wait. If we were to order from, let's say, the TikTok shop, or we were to order from, let's say, Ecovision's website, it would have taken way longer. So Amazon saved the day, which is nice. We're gonna end up doing some hamstrings right now. We're not gonna honestly, I don't think I'm gonna record it. I think I'm just gonna record the first set of seating curls, and then I'm gonna record maybe the RDLs, maybe like one set of that. I'm not gonna record everything just because the video is already pretty long. Because today we have to incorporate biceps, but we'll still maybe show a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go do that. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna go straight. I'm not gonna warm up. We're gonna hit this bad boy for the starting set. I'm just gonna show you guys the first set, and then show you guys the first set of RDLs, because I'm pretty sure my camera's dying and the video's already pretty long. So let's do this one first. Hopefully I don't regret this and I don't tear my hamstring or something. That would suck. Okay, this will be good. Yeah. Five. Oh man. Ah. I don't think we're gonna do RDLs today. I think I'm gonna stay here for 4 to 5 sets and just finish off with this. I think what I'm thinking of doing is maybe 3 sets of double leg, and then 2 sets of single leg, or 1 set of single leg. We'll see. I think maybe 4 might be the sweet spot if we take every single one to failure pretty well. So I think that should be good. We'll see if I end up doing a little pose downstairs. We'll see. But we did end up doing the pose down right before this, so we might not. We might just end up just cutting off to the next video. So with this, no, you know what? I'll end it off well downstairs. So that's what I'm gonna do. So the next clip is gonna be of me downstairs. But we're gonna do 4 more sets. I'm gonna stay here for 4 to 5 sets. Okay. I'm just gonna end this off real quick. We're about to go home. I kind of created this type of like contraption of type of grilled chicken mixed with non-fat Greek yogurt mixed with queso fresco, which is a type of cheese, and then some salsa verde. And it's been beautiful. And I eat it with tortillas as a carb. So that's been hitting, and it's pretty low calorie, super high protein. So we're probably going to be eating that. Well, not probably. We're going to for sure be eating that once we get home. But I will see you guys on Monday for my leg tattoo. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video.